Hey there, you incredible viewer, you. Picture this, two teenagers worlds apart, locked in a high school rivalry so intense it could spark a wildfire. One's the golden child, the other's the rebel with a cause, and their clashes are the stuff of legend. But what if I told you that fate had a wild twist up its sleeve? One that would take these enemies and weave their lives together in a way no one could have predicted. That's right, you're about to dive into a story that's equal parts heart-pounding, heartwarming, and downright destiny-driven. A tale where enemies become something more, something unexpected. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll uncover the jaw-dropping answer to the question burning in your mind right now. How did these two go from hating each other's guts to sharing a path no one saw coming? I'm talking to you, yes you, the one who loves a good story, out there in the US, who's maybe felt that spark of rivalry or the pull of something bigger in your own life. This is for you, and I promise if you stay until the end, you'll get the full scoop on a love story, or is it? That'll leave you shook. Let's set the stage, create that electric vibe, and pull you into a world where high school drama meets the hand of fate, all while keeping you hooked with every word. You're probably wondering who these two are, aren't you? Let me paint the picture without giving too much away, because I want you to feel the anticipation building, that itch to know more. Meet Jake, the all-American high school heartthrob, captain of the football team, with a smile that could melt 1,000 hearts and a reputation for always getting what he wants. He's the guy everyone either loves or envies, the one whose name is on every homecoming ballot and whose future seems written in the stars. But Jake's got a secret, a crack in his perfect facade that only a few ever glimpse, something that makes him more than just the golden boy. Then there's Mia, the firecracker with a sharp tongue and a knack for breaking rules, the girl who doesn't care about fitting in and wears her defiance like a badge of honor. She's got dreams bigger than their small town, a sketchbook full of designs, and a chip on her shoulder when it comes to people like Jake. These two. They're oil and water, fire and ice, and when they're in the same room, you can feel the tension from a mile away. Their high school hallways are a battlefield, filled with sharp words, stolen glances, and moments that linger a little too long. You're probably thinking, okay, I've seen this before, enemies, drama, maybe some sparks. But trust me, this isn't your average teen flick storyline. There's a mystery here, a twist of destiny that takes their story beyond the cliches and into something real, something that'll hit you right in the feels. I'm here to guide you through it, to make you feel like you're right there in those hallways, living their story alongside them, and I'm not letting you go until we unravel it together. Now, let's talk about why this story matters to you. I know you're out there, maybe sipping your coffee in New York, scrolling through YouTube in LA, looking for something that grabs you, something that feels personal. Maybe you've had your own high school rival, someone who got under your skin, who challenged you in ways that made you better, or maybe you believe in fate, in the idea that life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. This video is for anyone who's ever felt that mix of hate and curiosity, that pull towards someone you're supposed to dislike. Jake and Mia's story isn't just about them. It's about all of us, about the moments that shape us, the people who change us, and the paths we never thought we'd take. I'm betting you've had a moment in your life where you thought, this is how it's gonna be, only for the universe to flip the script. That's what we're exploring here, and I'm talking directly to you because I want you to feel seen, to know that this story is as much yours as it is mine. You're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a journey, one that's trending on YouTube right now because people can't stop talking about enemies to lovers, high school drama, and epic plot twists. Search terms like romance story, destiny love, and high school enemies are blowing up, and you're in the right place to get the full experience. I'm not just here to tell you a story. I'm here to make you feel it, to make you laugh, maybe tear up, and definitely gasp when the pieces start falling into place. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's dive deeper into the world of Jake and Mia, where every moment is a step closer to the answer you came here for. Let's set the scene a little more, because I want you to feel like you're walking through their small-town high school, where every locker slam and whispered rumor carries weight. It's 2010, the era of skinny jeans, flip phones, and mixtapes burned on CDs. The town of Willow Creek is the kind of place where everyone knows your business, where Friday night football games are sacred, and where Jake and Mia's rivalry is practically a local legend. It all started freshman year, when Mia called Jake out in front of the entire cafeteria for something he said. Nobody remembers exactly what, but the sting of her words and the shock on his face are still talked about at reunions. From that moment it was war. Jake would pull pranks, like swapping her art project with a cartoon sketch. Mia would fire back, outsmarting him in debate class or, accidentally, spilling paint on his Letterman jacket. Their friends picked sides, the school buzzed with their drama, And even the teachers knew to keep them apart in group projects. But here's the thing that makes your heart race. There were moments, fleeting and unspoken, where their eyes would meet across a crowded hallway, and for a split second, the hate felt like something else. Was it respect? Curiosity? Or something neither of them could name? You're probably leaning in now, wondering what's behind those glances, and I'm right there with you, feeling the same pull to figure it out. This isn't just about their fights. It's about what's simmering beneath, the themes of pride, vulnerability, and the crazy way life can rewrite your story when you're not looking. I'm keeping you in suspense because I want you to crave the next part, to need to know how these two went from enemies to... Well, you'll see. Here's where I make you a promise, my friend. You're not just a viewer to me. You're part of this storytelling adventure. I know you're curious, maybe even a little obsessed with finding out how Jake and Mia's story unfolds, and I'm not going to let you down. This video is crafted to keep you glued to the screen, not because of cheap tricks, but because I'm building a connection with you. I'm imagining you right now, maybe watching this late at night in Chicago, maybe with a friend in Miami who loves drama as much as you do, and I'm speaking to that part of you that loves a good mystery, that believes in second chances and unexpected connections. The atmosphere here is charged with possibility. Think of the buzz before a big game, the hush before a secret's revealed. The primary conflict isn't just Jake versus Mia. It's about whether they can outrun their past, whether destiny can rewrite a story that seems set in stone. I'm not spoiling anything yet, because I want you to feel the weight of every reveal as it comes. You're invested now, aren't you? I can feel it, and I'm thrilled to have you along for the ride. We're going to explore their world, their flaws, their dreams, and the moment that changes everything. But I'm also playing a master move here. I'm making you a partner in this story. You're not just watching, you're rooting for answers, maybe even picking a side. Team Jake? Team Mia? Or are you like me, torn because you see a little of yourself in both of them? Now let's talk about what's at stake, because I want you to feel the urgency, the need to keep watching. Jake and Mia aren't just fighting each other, they're fighting who they're supposed to be. Jake's got pressure from his family, his teammates, his whole town to be the perfect hero, but there's a part of him that's tired of the mask. Mia's got her own battles, trying to prove she's more than the troublemaker everyone labels her as, chasing a dream that feels just out of reach. Their rivalry isn't just personal. It's a clash of identities, of expectations, of everything they've been told about who they are. And somewhere in that mess, destiny's lurking, ready to throw them a curveball that'll make you gasp. I'm not going to lie, this story has layers, and every layer is a reason to stay tuned. You're probably thinking, okay, but what's the big twist? What's the thing that changes everything? I hear you, and I'm grinning because I know you're hooked. I'm not giving it away yet, but I'm dropping a hint. There's a moment, a single night, where Jake and Mia are forced to confront each other, not as enemies, but as people. It's raw, it's real, and it's the spark that sets everything in motion. You want to know what happens on that night, don't you? Of course you do, and that's why you're going to stick with me, because I'm promising you an answer that's worth the wait. As we wrap up this introduction, I want to leave you on the edge of your seat, your heart racing, your mind buzzing with questions. Imagine it's senior year, the final showdown of Jake and Mia's high school saga. The whole school's watching, the air's thick with anticipation, and something's about to happen that no one, not even Jake or Mia, could have seen coming. It's not a prank, it's not a fight. It's something bigger, something that makes them question everything they thought they knew about each other. You're right there with them, feeling the weight of that moment, wondering if they'll crash and burn or rise from the ashes. I'm not telling you what it is yet, because I want you to hit that play button for the next part, to dive into this story with me and uncover the truth. You came here for answers, for a story that grips you and doesn't let go, and I'm delivering. So, what's it going to be? Are you ready to find out how destiny takes two enemies and spins their story into something unforgettable? Keep watching, my friend, because the next part is where it all begins to unravel, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. You're still with me, aren't you? I can feel your excitement, that itch to know what happens next in Jake and Mia's story, and I'm thrilled to pull you deeper into the world of Willow Creek, where every moment feels like it's teetering on the edge of something huge. Picture that senior year moment I left you with. The air thick, the school buzzing, Jake and Mia standing on the brink of something neither of them can name. Let's step back just a bit though, to give you the full scoop on how they got here, because this isn't just about one night or one fight. This is about years of bad blood, unspoken truths, and a town that's watching their every move like it's the season finale of their favorite drama. I'm talking to you, my friend, the one who's probably curled up on a couch somewhere in the US, maybe in Texas or California, craving a story that hits all the right spots: enemies to lovers, high school drama, and those destiny-driven plot twists that are trending like crazy on YouTube right now. Search terms like teen romance, rivalry to love, and small-town secrets are lighting up, and you're in for a ride that weaves all of that into a tale you won't forget. Let's dive into the background, flesh out Jake and Mia, and introduce a few new faces and mysteries that'll keep you glued to this video, all while building that tension so you're practically begging for the next part. Willow Creek in 2010 is the kind of place where time moves slow, but gossip travels fast. It's a small town tucked between rolling hills and endless fields, where the high school is the heart of everything, and Jake and Mia are its most talked-about players. Jake grew up in a house with a white picket fence, the kind of family that looks perfect on Christmas cards but feels heavy with expectations behind closed doors. His dad, a former football star turned coach, has Jake's future mapped out. College scholarship, NFL dreams, the works. But Jake's not so sure anymore. He's been carrying the weight of being the town's golden boy since he could throw a spiral, and there's a part of him, buried deep, that's starting to crack under the pressure. He's not just the jock everyone sees. He's got a notebook hidden in his locker where he scribbles song lyrics, dreams of a life beyond the field, and a fear that no one would love the real him if he let the mask slip. Mia, on the other hand, is the daughter of a single mom who works double shifts at the diner. She's learned to fend for herself, to turn her anger into art, sketching designs for clothes she hopes will one day get her out of Willow Creek. But Mia's got a reputation. Troublemaker, rebel, the girl who doesn't play by the rules, and it's not entirely fair. Her sharp edges come from years of being judged, of fighting to be seen as more than the kid from the wrong side of town. Their rivalry, the one that's got the whole school hooked, started with that cafeteria showdown, but it's grown into something bigger, something that feels personal in a way neither of them can fully explain. You're probably wondering why they can't just ignore each other, right? I get it, and that's where the intrigue kicks in. There's something pulling them together, even when they're pushing each other away, and I'm betting you're as curious as I am to figure out what it is. Now let's add a few more layers to this story, because Jake and Mia don't exist in a vacuum. There's Sarah, Jake's cheerleader girlfriend, who's as much a part of Willow Creek's golden couple as he is. She's sweet, popular, and everything you'd expect, but she's not blind to the way Jake's eyes linger on Mia during their fights. Sarah's got her own subplot brewing. She's starting to question whether she's with Jake because she loves him or because it's what everyone expects. Then there's Ethan, Mia's best friend and the school's resident tech geek, who's been in love with her since middle school but never quite found the courage to say it. Ethan's the one who sees Mia's softer side, the one who knows her sketches aren't just doodles but a ticket to a bigger life. He's also the one who notices how Mia's voice changes when she talks about Jake. Not just anger, but something else, something that makes Ethan's heart sink. These two aren't just side characters. They're part of the web of secrets and emotions that make Willow Creek feel alive. Sarah's starting to dig into Jake's late-night disappearances, wondering if he's hiding something, while Ethan's working on a secret project, a video montage for senior night, that might accidentally expose more than he intends. You're probably sensing the tension building, aren't you? It's like a storm gathering, with everyone holding pieces of a puzzle. They don't fully understand, and I'm right here with you, piecing it together, keeping you hooked with every new clue. Let's throw in another twist, because I want you to feel that rush of not knowing what's around the corner. There's a rumor floating around Willow Creek, one that's been whispered about for years but never confirmed. It's about an old tradition, a senior year ritual called the Midnight Pact, where two people, usually rivals, are chosen by the class to complete a secret challenge together. No one knows exactly what it is, because those who've done it never talk, but the stories say it's a night that changes everything. Some say it's just a prank, others swear it's cursed, but either way, it's the kind of thing that gets under your skin. Jake and Mia don't know it yet, but their names are being tossed around in hushed conversations, and the idea of them being forced to work together is enough to make the whole school buzz with anticipation. You're probably thinking, okay, what's the deal with this pact? Is it real, or just some teen nonsense? I hear you, and I'm not spilling the beans yet, because I want you to feel the same curiosity that's got Willow Creek on edge. This pact is just one piece of the mystery, a thread that ties into the bigger question of how Jake and Mia go from enemies to something else. And trust me, when the truth starts to unravel, it's going to hit like a plot twist you never saw coming. Here's where I want to connect with you again, because this story isn't just about Jake and Mia, it's about all of us. I'm picturing you, maybe watching this in Florida or Ohio, nodding along because you've been in a small town, or you've had a rival who got under your skin, Or you've felt the weight of what everyone expects you to be. This video is for you, the one who loves diving into teen drama, who's searching for high school romance or destiny stories on YouTube because you want to feel something real. I'm telling you this story like we're sitting across from each other, swapping secrets, because I want you to feel like you're part of Willow Creek, like you're walking those hallways, hearing the whispers, feeling the stakes. Jake's hiding his dreams, Mia's fighting her label, Sarah's questioning her heart, Ethan's guarding his secret, and the Midnight Pact is looming like a shadow over it all. The tension's building, and I'm not resolving anything yet. I'm keeping you on the hook, making you crave the moment when it all clicks. You're invested, I can tell, and I'm loving that we're in this together, chasing the same answers, wondering if Jake and Mia will crash or connect, if Sarah or Ethan will change the game, if the pact is the key to it all. As we pause here, I want to leave you with that same electric feeling, that sense that something big is coming. Imagine it's a few weeks before senior night, and Jake and Mia are at their breaking point. Their latest fight, a public showdown at a pep rally, has the whole school talking, but it's what happens after that keeps you up at night. Jake finds something in his locker, a note with no name, just a single line, "The pact chooses you." Mia gets the same note, and for the first time, they're both rattled, wondering if the rumors are true, if they're about to be thrown into something they can't control. Sarah's watching from the sidelines, her suspicions growing, while Ethan's video project is starting to uncover things he wasn't meant to see. The air in Willow Creek is heavy, like the calm before a storm, and you're right there, feeling the weight of it, knowing that whatever comes next will change everything. I'm not telling you what the pact is or what those notes mean. Not yet. You came here for a story that grips you, for answers to the mystery of Jake and Mia's destiny, and I'm keeping my promise to deliver. Keep watching, my friend, because the next part is where the secrets start to spill, and trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. Alright, my friend, you're still right here with me, and I can feel your pulse racing as we dive deeper into the electric world of Willow Creek, where Jake and Mia's story is about to take a turn that'll leave your jaw on the floor. Those mysterious notes, "The pact chooses you," are burning a hole in their minds, and the air in this small town is so thick with anticipation you could cut it with a knife. You're probably sitting there, maybe in New York or Seattle, glued to your screen, searching for that next hit of high school drama, enemies to lovers tension, or small-town secrets that are blowing up YouTube with keywords like teen romance plot twist, rivalry drama, and destiny love story. I'm talking straight to you, the one who loves a story that grabs you by the heart and doesn't let go, because this is where things get wild. We're escalating the conflict, throwing in a twist that'll make you gasp, and raising the stakes so high you'll be begging to know what happens next. I'm not resolving anything yet. I'm keeping you on the edge of your seat, building that suspense, and making sure you feel like you're right there in the hallways of Willow Creek High, where every whisper and glance is a clue to the mystery of Jake and Mia's destiny. Let's jump in, deepen those subplots, and hit you with a surprise that changes everything. It's a crisp October evening, just days after that pep rally showdown, and Willow Creek is buzzing with the kind of energy that only comes before a big game or a bigger secret. Jake's trying to shake off the note he found, convincing himself it's just another prank, but there's a knot in his stomach that won't quit. He's at football practice, running drills under the floodlights, but his mind's elsewhere, on Mia, on the pact, on the way his dad's been riding him harder than ever to secure that college scout's attention. Jake's always been the guy who has it all together, but lately, he's slipping. His teammates notice he's distracted, and Sarah, watching from the bleachers, sees it too. She's been keeping a mental list of Jake's odd behavior. Late-night drives, cryptic texts, and the way he clams up when she asks about Mia. Sarah's not just the perfect girlfriend anymore. She's turning into a detective, piecing together clues that make her wonder if Jake's heart is still hers. Meanwhile, Mia's at the art room, her safe haven, sketching furiously to drown out the noise in her head. That note in her locker has her rattled, not because she believes in some dumb tradition, but because it's forcing her to think about Jake in a way she's not ready for. She's always been the rebel, the one who doesn't care what anyone thinks, but there's a vulnerability creeping in, a fear that maybe she's not as untouchable as she pretends. Ethan's there too, tinkering with his video montage for senior night, but he's distracted by Mia's mood. He's starting to suspect those notes mean something big, and his own feelings for Mia are making it hard to stay neutral. You're probably feeling the tension ratchet up, right? It's like everyone's holding their breath, waiting for the spark that'll set this powder keg off, and I'm right here with you, loving every second of this drama. Now, here's where things take a sharp left turn, and I want you to brace yourself because this twist is a game changer. It's Friday night, the biggest football game of the season, and the whole town's packed into the stands, cheering for Jake and the Willow Creek Wildcats. Mia's there too, not because she cares about football, but because Ethan dragged her along to film some footage for his project.
Mill confessing their truths to each other. The journal, written by a girl named Emily, reveals a love story that never got its chance. She and her rival, Tom, fell for each other that night, but fear and pride kept them apart, and Tom left town after graduation, leaving Emily with a broken heart. The pact, it turns out, isn't a curse or a prank. It's a tradition meant to force rivals to see each other as human, to break down walls, but it's been twisted over the years into a spectacle. Jake and Mia are stunned, reading Emily's words about love and regret, and the air between them shifts. They start talking, really talking, for the first time. Jake admits he's terrified of letting his dad down, of being trapped in a life he doesn't want. Mia confesses she's scared her dreams are too big, that she'll never be more than the town's troublemaker. It's raw, it's real, and as they share their fears, the line between enemies and something more blurs. You're probably feeling the weight of this moment, right? It's the climax we've been building to, where hate gives way to understanding, but the question lingers. Will they let this change them, or will they walk away like Emily and Tom? Just as Jake and Mia are grappling with this, the mill door creaks open, and Sarah steps into the light, her face a mix of hurt and determination. She followed Jake, driven by her suspicions, and now she's face to face with the truth. Not an affair, but something deeper. Sarah's subplot comes to a head as she confronts Jake, tears in her eyes, asking if he's been lying to himself about who he loves. Jake, caught off guard, stumbles over his words, but it's Mia who speaks up, defending him, saying this isn't about betrayal, but about finding themselves. Sarah, though, isn't ready to let go. She reveals she's been talking to Lucas, who found old yearbooks hinting at the pact's history, and she's the one who painted the field, hoping to force Jake to face his feelings. It's a gut-punch twist. Sarah, the perfect girlfriend, orchestrated the public stunt, not out of malice, but out of desperation to save her relationship. The three of them stand there, emotions raw, and it's a moment that could break them all. Meanwhile, Ethan's subplot wraps up back at home, where he's watching his footage and finds a clip he hadn't noticed, a grainy shot of Jake and Mia at the pep rally, their eyes locked, not in anger, but in something softer. Ethan, his heart heavy, decides not to show the clip at senior night, choosing to protect Mia's feelings over his own. He texts her, saying he's there for her, no matter what, and it's a quiet, selfless resolution that hits you in the feels. You're probably reeling from Sarah's reveal, from the pact's truth, and I'm right here with you, loving how this is all coming together, keeping you hooked as we race toward the end. Now, let's resolve the main conflict, because you've been waiting for this. Jake and Mia, shaken by Sarah's confession and the journal story, realize they have a choice Emily and Tom didn't. They could walk away, keep their walls up, and let pride win, or they could take a chance on what's growing between them. In a moment that feels like time slows down, Jake reaches for Mia's hand, and she doesn't pull away. They agree to stop fighting, not just each other, but the parts of themselves they've been hiding. It's not a fairy tale kiss or a grand declaration. It's a promise to be honest, to see where this leads, and it's perfect because it's real. Sarah, watching this, makes her own choice. She tells Jake she loves him but knows he needs to figure himself out, and she walks away, not as a villain, but as someone finding her own strength. The pact, in its messy, human way, has done what it was meant to. It's stripped away the masks, forcing Jake and Mia to see each other, and Sarah to see herself. The town, buzzing with rumors, will never know the full story, but the viral hashtag, Willow Creek Pact, fades as senior year moves on, replaced by new gossip. Jake starts sharing his song lyrics with Mia, who's applying to art schools with Ethan's help, and though they're not together in the classic sense, there's a spark that promises something more. You're probably smiling, maybe tearing up, because this feels like the ending they've earned, but I've got one last twist to blow your mind. Here's the final surprise, and trust me, it's a doozy. As Jake and Mia leave the mill, they find a new letter in the packed box, written in fresh ink, addressed to them. It's from Emily, now an old woman living in Willow Creek, who's been watching their story unfold. She reveals she's been the pack's secret keeper, leaving notes to nudge rivals toward truth, hoping to give others the chance she missed with Tom. But here's the kicker. Emily's last line says Tom's back in town, looking for her, and she's going to find him tonight. It's a twist that ties the past to the present, leaving you with a rush of hope and wonder. Will Emily and Tom get their second chance? You're probably gasping, just like I am, because this isn't just Jake and Mia's story anymore. It's a testament to how love and fate can rewrite even the oldest regrets. I'm connecting with you now, picturing you in Texas or Florida, feeling the weight of this ending because it's speaking to that part of you that believes in redemption, in taking risks, in the crazy way life surprises us. This video's been a journey, packed with teen drama, romance twists, and small-town secrets, and it's trending because it's real, raw, and hits you right in the heart. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with something to carry forward. Jake and Mia's story, and Emily's too, is about seeing people for who they are, not who they're supposed to be. It's about the courage to let go of hate, to face your fears, and to trust that destiny might just know what it's doing. I'm picturing you, maybe sharing this video with a friend, talking about your own rivals or second chances, because this story's not just theirs, it's ours. You came here for answers, for a tale that grips you, and I hope I've delivered with a climax that's emotional, a resolution that's satisfying, and a twist that's unforgettable. The key takeaway? Life's messy, but sometimes the people who drive you crazy are the ones who change you the most. Keep watching, my friend, because stories like this remind us why we love YouTube, why we search for high school love story, destiny romance, and epic plot twist. Thank you for being part of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Ready to chase another tale that makes us feel alive.